Hi everyone, and welcome to Creative Chelsey. Today I'd like to share with you my last paper pumpkin alternative project using the March 2022 paper pumpkin kit called Beyond the Horizon. This fun kit created 9 cards, and you received enough supplies to make 3 of each of these original designs. If you'd like to watch me unbox this kit or see my other alternative projects using it, you can click on the top right corner and it will take you to the playlist. Today's projects focus on using just the stamp sets from the kit. Each month I provide my Paper Pumpkin subscribers with an exclusive card kit designed by me. These are the cards they can create with that kit. If you would like to also receive this extra perk, you can sign up to get your own Paper Pumpkin subscription by using the link below in the description or on my blog, creativechelsey.com. So let's go ahead and get started making these cards. So in the kit you receive from me, you're going to receive the supplies to make the cards, and you're going to do 2 of the cards. And today I'm going to share with you some different variations so that you can have some fun with your kit. It will include all the cardstock and the accessories, and then you will need to supply the ink. Let's begin first with our stamping. So on the 2 cards that I've already created, I did do some stamping on the background, the Misty Moonlight card base. And I used some of the stamps from the kit. Today, I'm not going to stamp on my card base so that you can see a different look. The other thing that I did is, on this one, I did not do any texture or stamping on the Magenta Madness piece. But on this card, I did do some embossing. So you can see the difference on that. Today, I do want to actually do some stamping. So I will stamp on my Magenta Madness piece. The other piece that we're going to stamp on today are the white pieces. One of those white pieces will be our background. So we're going to stamp our greeting down at the bottom. And then the other piece, which is the same size, we will be doing our flower and our leaves on today. And I'm going to be creating those flowers in a different color so that you can see all the variations that you can create with this kit. So you can stamp any of your images that you want on any of the pieces of cardstock. I'm going to do this 3 circle image, and I'm going to randomly stamp that onto my Magenta Madness cardstock. And I am using Magenta Madness ink just so that it coordinates with that paper. If you, by chance, don't have Magenta Madness, you could use a different color of pink or red, or you could do some embossing with an embossing folder. There's lots of options. The next thing I'm going to stamp is the flower stamp, and I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape and Bumblebee for my flower. And then I have Just Jade for my leaves. Now, Bumblebee, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, and Magenta Madness, they are all retiring colors. So if you don't have those and you want to get your hands on these colors, you will want to do so before they are sold out. So I'm going to just ink up the detailed image first and stamp that in full strength onto one of those basic white cardstock pieces. And then I'm going to do the solid floral image. And I noticed that I need a little bit of give for this particular stamp. So I'm going to place it on my paper piercing pad. So I'm inking that up. I'm going to first stamp off, and then I'll stamp on, and this will give me a lighter color that will be really pretty with that detail stamp. Then I'm going to stamp some leaves, and I like this double leaf image, and I'm just going to do 3. On the inside here, you can do any color. I'm going to do Bumblebee. I'm going to start with the solid and stamp off, and then stamp it on the inside, and then that detail full strength. So there's a close-up of everything. The last thing we need to stamp is our greeting. And before we can do that, we need to add our Magenta Madness to the basic white cardstock piece so that we know this space that we have for our greeting. So go ahead and place this right near the top with a nice even border all the way around. And then this is the space that you can stamp your greeting in. I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. This is the same color of ink spot that you received in your kit. And I wanted to do thanks, so I'm just going to stamp that near the bottom and centered. And that will give me some space to tie my ribbon. So in the kit, there's going to be some different style of ribbons. I thought it would be fun to give you an option to kind of play around with some different color combinations. So this is the Magenta Madness ribbon. This one is actually retired, but it just goes so nicely with this project that I couldn't resist using it. So I'm just going to tie a bow, and you can find all the dimensions and products that I'm using listed below in the description as well. And then slide that to one side and take a pair of sharp scissors, and you can angle those ends just a little bit. Just like that. So now we can add this to the center of our card base. And again, if you want to do any stamping on your card base, you would want to do that now. And then once you're done with that, you will add this with dimensionals to the center. Okay, so going back to our flowers, you will need to fussy cut this out. So just do a nice simple cut around the whole image. So I am going to keep these two overlapping images together and then separate the third small flower from the two so that I can place that wherever I want. And then cut out the leaves as well. And you can keep them in a grouping of two. So when you're done, it should look something like this. So then add dimensionals to the back of the flowers, and then you can place them wherever you want on the inside of the Magenta Madness. And then I put glue dots on the leaves, and you can tuck those in. Like that. And your card is all done. So let's go back and see those other two versions and the differences in the different stamps and the colors and the different techniques that I used. So fun, really great layout, easy to replicate using a lot of different products. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this fun, easy card using just the stamp sets from the March 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit. If you're interested in getting written instructions or seeing close-up images of these cards, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.